All right, everyone, I think I'm live. How are we all doing today? Everybody hanging in there? All right. Feels good to be doing some readings today with you all. All right. So just a couple of announcements. Please make sure if you haven't already, please hit that thumbs up. And please subscribe if you haven't already. Appreciate that. For shows, Susan Lynch should be on tomorrow night at 7 p.m. Eastern. So we'll talk a lot about where the energies are going and what we're picking up on intuitively. And then Thursday night, Mel Dorr should be on our channel. We may have a surprise guest. I need to double check and make sure that that's all good. But so we have some shows. I did write down some questions today, which normally I take from the chat, but there's just some things I want to do some card readings on. So I have some questions and we'll see what all we get to today. Okay. So just a couple things. I shared my thoughts last Thursday about the election. I do want to throw some cards to see what the energy around it was, what happened, see if that validates what I picked up last week. And then also, you know, I still don't see Trump or Vance in the White House. I hopefully that's not wishful thinking. I don't think it is, but when I kind of tap in on inauguration day, it's almost like I see nobody there. Like Joe Biden may have to stay in charge for a while. Um, I was kind of energetically feeling like what Joe Biden was going to do, and I saw like a short vision of like the Earth and blue lightning bolts kind of flying down into the Earth when I was focusing in on Biden. To me, it felt like a shocking announcement, something big he has planned to share with everybody. Um, so I do want to take a look at Joe Biden as well. Um, I don't even see Kamala in there on inauguration day, weirdly enough. So the energy is really kind of intense right now and a little foggy. So I'm doing my best to see through it. I do think that some of this we're meant to kind of take a step back and watch things unfold. So we might be being filtered a little bit by the information that we're getting, just because there's a lot of things behind the scenes going on. Okay. Oh, interesting. Giselle says her pendulum says Joe stays in office. We're going to take a look at that. Hey, Debbie Freebird. How are you doing, my friend? Good to see you. All right. So I want to start off. And if somebody in the chat would do me a favor, if you don't mind writing out the questions so I can post it, I want to take a look at the energy around the election, what really happened. Okay. I have a lot of your questions already written down, you guys. So I already feel like investigations are happening and have been happening. Okay. Let me put that in the chat real quick. So I don't want you all to give up hope. Thank you, Lisa. I feel like hope is not lost. I feel like we have a lot of fighting to do still. All right, so let's take a look around the energy around the election and what really happened. Let's see what the cards say. All right, you guys, let's see. Thank you all so much for being here. All right, so first card out, we have Justice. So people are fighting for fairness, equality, scales of justice out of balance. And what's crossing us is the Ten of Swords. So feeling down, feeling backstabbed, betrayed. There's some endings. Above, we have the Four of Wands, which is my White House card. It's building a strong, stable foundation for our future. And where we're at right now, Three of Wands. This could be looking overseas at some things, but it's also kind of taking a step back, watching and waiting, doing all the work. Queen of Pentacles in the past. So this is our stability, opportunities, and we're going forward with the Fool. So a new beginning on the horizon. There was a lot of confusion, a lot of things done in the dark. Where we're at right now, Two of Swords. So we're kind of at a crossroads. Where do we go forward? Interesting. Final outcome, we have the Empress, which is often my card for Russia. Security, Nine of Pentacles, and a bit of a fight coming forward. So just looking at this, things are still coming into balance. There's a bit of a fight for justice for our freedoms, getting past feeling defeated. There's some new beginnings on the horizon here, but we're feeling a bit stuck and a little bit blindsided. Final outcomes, though, I do feel like, and I said it last week, there was some Russian interference. I feel like some interference with the Starlink and Elon Musk as well, but there's a bit of a fight and challenge coming ahead. You know, my feeling with my head about Joe Biden maybe staying, he may have to declare some kind of constitutional crisis and saying that there was an active war against our country and the fairness of our elections. So some things that came through for that. Yeah, we know that there was a lot of weird things that came through. There were some bomb threats. I also find it weird now too, though, that a lot of people voted for the Democrats, like in North Carolina with the governor and the attorney general and lieutenant governor. They all went to the Democrats, but Trump won by 3.5 points there. I don't know. I don't think a lot of people would vote for their state for Democrats, but then vote for Trump. There's just a lot that's not adding up. And I did hear too that there was one of the Starlink satellites were destroyed. They were destroyed. It crashed into Earth in the atmosphere and broke up. Yeah, we'll take a look at that with Biden. Yeah. Yeah, math is not mathing. I agree, Debbie. They might have tried to destroy some evidence, but I feel like there's a lot that they already know. They're definitely looking into it. Cicero says, my guides woke me up and told me Donald Trump is not going to be president. That's my feeling as well. Like I said, if that energy changes, I'll let you know, but I'm not feeling that right now. So I don't want to spend time looking because I don't feel that way. I don't want to take a look at, I'm not right now reading on Trump's agenda or what's going to happen with certain programs and all of that. If we get to that point, we'll get to that point. I know other readers are reading on that if you feel like that's the best way to prepare for yourself, but I just don't energetically even want to go there. So let's take a look at Joe Biden, since I was picking up on Joe Biden doing a lot of, a lot of the investigations behind the scenes, and I feel like a big announcement coming from him. Let's take a look at Joe Biden from now to Inauguration Day, January 20th. Let me post it. Yeah, that's my feeling, Jackie. I don't think we should put energy into that, put energy into him winning just yet. Like I said, if it feels more strongly like maybe, we're not acting upon some of the information that we're getting, I'll read on it, but I'm not feeling that right now. Oh, thank you, Lisa. I missed it. Yeah, I think it's January 20th, too. So let's take a look at the energy around Biden from today until Inauguration Day. All right, you guys. So right now, where Joe Biden's at, we have the High Priestess. This is hidden agendas, doing some investigations and some things that are hidden. He's crossed by the Page of Wands, which is a messenger of action and enthusiasm. Yeah, he knows Seven of Cups, illusions, delusions. Something's not quite right going on with our election, and he will be fighting for justice and for our country. He's processing the loss in the past, maybe felt a bit out in the cold, abandoned. And he's coming upon a bit of a fight here. Two of Wands is kind of getting everything together, and getting to that point to act on it. In this deck, you can see, though, it's two rams butting heads, so there's a bit of conflict. We have the Chariot coming in, so this could be that announcement that I was picking up. It's moving in quickly. He knows that we're on a time schedule, and we have that coming in with the World, so he might be making a big charge to stop what the disaster would be for the world with Donald Trump. Yeah, he's fearful. Donald Trump's coming in as hopes and fears. He's got some investigations coming in, some insight. This can also be technology, a whistleblower. There's action he's taking. Two of Wands, trying to restore balance. So don't think that Joe Biden's just going to sit on the sidelines and allow Donald Trump to take over. He knows the risks that he poses, not only to our country, but to the world. And there's absolutely some truth that will be emerged here. We can take a look at, too. I want to see. Let's see if he, and I won't throw a big spread on it, but let's see if, is Joe Biden going to stay in power until this election can be cleaned up? Yeah, there's a lot of, I felt like a huge announcement that he makes. Yeah, I agree, Marie. I can't imagine that Biden will just hand it over and allow our alliances in the EU to be destroyed by this. Yeah, we'll look at that White House meeting. I have that on my list. All right, let's see what the cards have to say. Like I said, they've been a little bit murky about who the next president is. Let's just ask, will Joe Biden be president after Inauguration Day? See if he's still sitting in power. He's working hard. He makes that big announcement. This looks like a bunch of yeses. We have the Eight of Pentacles. So he's working hard to gather the information. Judgment's coming in. This is that big announcement that I'm feeling. We have the White House. So I asked if he was going to be president after Inauguration Day. Him coming in and cleaning up a lot of messes, wishes being fulfilled. And he's emboldened with this Knight of Wands, taking that action. It's a bit of a battle upcoming. So I'm feeling with all these cards, they're big yes cards. Like I said, we'll see what happens. But yeah, if my moderators wouldn't mind watching out for trolls, those have been a problem lately, okay? My thought with the big announcement, I felt like maybe December, like before the states certify. I'll say to all the trolls and haters, thank you for the views. Just helps get this message out there even more. So let's take a look around Donald Trump from now to the election. I want to take a look at him, and let's take a look at Kamala. All right. Yeah, Donald Trump does not feel like he's feels like it might be a short-lived celebration here. But I feel like a lot of things coming for Trump the next few months. All right, so Donald Trump from today until Inauguration Day. We had the Nine of Swords just jump out. Not looking very good. The Tower just flipped out. Oh, thank you, Creative Vision. There's something big and shocking that causes some worry and stress for Trump. Whew. So we have the Devil, the Chariot, and the Eight of Swords coming in. So the Devil being, the plan, the steal, those that he was in cahoots with. There's some action being taken that makes him feel a bit trapped, a bit like a victim. We've got the Four of Cups, which is some sadness, not seeing things from the full picture, and he's crossed by retreat. This is taking a step back. I've said I don't feel well about his health. trying to stand in strong like that dictator. Um, some women coming in, influencing him. Then we go out to the Five of Cups as the final outcome, which is grief, a loss, mourning. These are not cards of celebration or victory. It's a lot of big bombshells and anxiety. A lot of cards that feel very restrictive, like there's not a lot of movement forward for him. Okay. Thank you so much, Jackie. Appreciate you. You're not looking good for Trump the next 3 months. Yeah, I do feel like there will be some recounts. Absolutely. Definitely that Senate race in Pennsylvania, I think, will be recounted. All right, and let's take a look at Kamala for the next. Well, let's look at Kamala now to Inauguration Day. Obviously, she's feeling very disappointed. I think spending some time to herself. And I don't feel a lot of action coming from Kamala, and that might be why Biden still is in place. Because it's not like, I don't want to say that she doesn't want it still, but she's feeling a bit defeated right now. All right, Kamala Harris, now to inauguration. Yeah, 9 of Wands. She's feeling depleted. It's been a long, hard-fought battle. This is often victory after the long fight, but she's feeling a bit exhausted and fatigued. Yeah, she's feeling that loss, feeling out in the cold, abandoned. But she still has some fight in her. She's not ready to give up just yet. 7 of Wands here. Yeah, 7 of Swords, the Steel for the Queen of Pentacles. She's got abundance above her. But there is some anxiousness too, I feel. Yeah, she's the magician in the past. That's a success, that magic that she brought. And then the final outcome, 8 of Cups, which can be a card of resignation, walking away from those things that are no longer serving you. So she's definitely, there's a lot of self-reflection right now. Oh, interesting. There's some celebrations coming in, and in her home environment, there's the White House here. Success, building a strong, solid foundation, but it's a bit of a waiting game. Interesting. We have group work, collaborating with others, being that strong messenger, that adventurous kind of spirit, that ambitious spirit, and then some kind of opportunity being handed to her. Like I said, it's a bit of a wait, and I remember me and Susan Lynn did a show on her channel once, and we were talking about delays with the election, which we'd picked up on. Didn't think it would be the way that it is now. We thought that Donald Trump, with all of his court cases, would be delaying things. I feel like it would be the opposite, but I was feeling like the inauguration might be set back till like March, which would be like a 3. So there is a bit of a waiting game, but she's going through the struggle now, but she'll get over it, is what I'm feeling. There's that fighting spirit's coming through, and a lot of help from others. Yeah, we need to send out a lot of positive, loving light to Kamala and for our whole country right now. Okay. Do we want to take a look at Elon? What's the next few months look like for Elon? Yeah, I hope I'm right too. Like I said, I definitely pick up on she's going through a bit of a hard time right now. But like I said last week, and I still feel this way, I feel very calm and at peace. And like there's a ray of hope on the horizon. All right. Yeah, let's see what Elon's up to. Oh yeah, if Kamala got in there, the MAGAs will have a fit. It will not be pretty. But, you know, too bad. Tough shit. I almost wonder with Elon, and Seven of Swords just came out, the steel. I almost feel like as they close in on him, he gives up everything. Ooh, Justice. Justice, the Moon, the Partnerships. So we have the Justice card, the Moon, and the Lovers. So Justice is coming for him. It's exposing his secrets, the things that he did in the dark. You think of the Moon too, satellites, and his agreements that he's made with other people. This could be too him talking about what he knew and his involvement to try to get some some kind of deal coming in. The King of Wands with the World. Interesting. So he's coming through as this King of Wands. He's somebody that's emboldened. That can be the entrepreneur. And he's crossed by the World. This is a card of completion. The world would be watching him. There's illuminations of a lot of the things that he's had hidden. In the past, the tower, the damage that he caused. And he's thinking of his options with this Seven of Pentacles here. There's a lot of review and analyzing his part in this. You know, final outcome, we have the Eight of Swords, which can be a card of jail. It's being very restricted. Queen of Pentacles coming in. That's often Kamala for me. She comes in as Queen of Pentacles, Queen of Swords. There's some surprises coming up for Elon. Page of Cups. You know, it wasn't just him though. There was a lot of big other, you know, that dark money, big societies, the ones that in charge wanting Trump to win. Seven of Swords came flying out too, so there's definitely manipulation and stealing there. I don't know. Like I said, watch Elon because I think as the pressure builds up, he may spill the beans. Maybe it's not jail for him. Maybe it's more so like going back, leaving the country. Hey, Jane the Seeker. Good to see you. Yeah, and this is a good question too, because I do feel like there's still trouble for those involved with January 6th. And maybe that's why he hasn't resigned or stepped away from those cases, because I do feel like there is more trouble coming, like more indictments coming in, Giselle. Absolutely. Yeah, Peter Thiel is involved as well. Yeah. Let's take a look at JD Vance. Let's see. I told you when he was chosen for Trump, I did not feel Trump chose him, but by those in power, like um, Peter Thiel, um, they don't want Trump. You know, they want his voters, the MAGAs, to come out. But as soon if they were to win, their goal is ultimately to get JD Vance in there. Maybe they pardon Trump. Like I said, Trump's not in very good health either. Let's take a look at JD Vance. Let's just take a look to see if he'll be the next president. I don't see that, but let's just see what the cards have to say. He's implicated in all of this too. Just got that. Actually, I'm going to ask what the energy around JD Vance looks like from now to Inauguration Day. Yeah, he's got the Five of Cups as the final outcome too. So the world, messenger for the world, connection with Trump. We know we have the Three of Cups. He's feeling good. Three of Pentacles, all that group work, collaboration. King of Wands coming in. What is JD Vance's zodiac sign? Does anybody know? We got that for Elon last time. So it could be him and Elon celebrating. And he thinks he's on top of the world right now. Knight of Pentacles. Could be the mercenary for hire. It's not a very quick moving knight, but there's some despair. There's loss and sorrow here. The Hermit, isolation. Yeah, there's big investigations coming in. Knight of Swords, a battle up. There's karma hitting him. It feels like right now he's very much celebrating, thinking that it's all good, but where it's going, it feels like it takes some time, but there's some loss here. The Hermit, doing some soul searching. Oh, Vance is a Leo. Interesting. So that could be that King of Wands energy. Yeah. August 2nd. Thank you. Oh, I know, Karen. Rogan said Elon called the election 4 hours early. He was using an app. Yep. Like I said, if they were to get in, I don't feel like it would be Trump. I think it would be Vance, but I'm not seeing anybody in on Inauguration Day. It feels like Biden has to make, use that presidential powers. Like it's a constitutional crisis. So it feels like it's a bit of mess that needs cleaned up on. All right, let's take a look at investigating the election behind the scenes. Let's see what they're uncovering, what's going on with that. Obviously, anything that's not meant to be revealed to the public right now, I don't think the guides are going to share with us, but we'll see what the cards say. Yeah, everything's unprecedented. Like I said, I almost feel like it's Biden makes an announcement of like war on our country and our constitution and democracy, and that's really what happened. And if they can prove that, you know, Trump and Vance and Putin and Musk were involved in it, that is an act of treason. Yeah, and maybe that's what the delay is with it too. Maybe we have to have another election. Biden has to stay in the meantime. I don't feel Biden resigning and putting Kamala in to be the 47th president. I'm not picking that up at all. Yeah, we'll take a look at the meeting between Biden and Trump. That's my next question on my list. All right. What's going on? Are they investigating the election interference? $1,600 people watching. Thank you all so much. Interesting. Oh yeah, they are. Interesting. So we have Trump and Biden, Page of Cups, so the illusion, delusion, and Kamala coming in, and them uncertain of the path forward. They're at a crossroads. Like I said, nothing like this has really happened. I mean, there was definitely some interference in past elections, but they're trying to get everything figured out how they move forward. There's retreat. This is going within, diving deep. So that feels like the investigation. Four of Cups. They're trying to put together the full picture. They have some of the information here. They need this opportunity, this thing to come through to prove it. Three of Cups coming through. This is all the women. To me, I'm being pulled to the stars. Like, keep the faith, keep the hope. We have Justice. So fighting for fairness, freedom, fighting for truth. The Judgment card coming out. This is that big announcement. It's going to be shocking. Yeah, going within, the Hermit. This intel's on it. The Fool. Foolish things that were done, but also kind of heading in a different direction the more we see it going now. And in the final outcome, we have the Queen of Pentacles and the Lovers. So this can be Kamala, the partnerships that people, you know, chose her, but there's some delays. And this is the card I kept on getting for the election. The Hangman was always, I think I had it as a final outcome 3 or 4 times, which is things being held up, suspended. We have to look at this from a different point of view. So intel is on it. I'm not seeing a lot of action just yet, but we had gotten some action, Biden taking action into his hands. So they're looking into it. Yeah, they're on it. Intuitively, I felt like they were on it the next day after the election. They're waiting on that one piece to break it, like with this Four of Cups. All right, so we wanted to take a look at what's going to happen with this meeting tomorrow. I don't have timelines, no. Energy, like I said, is very fuzzy. And I don't feel like it's all completely set either. So I'm saying don't give up on hope. I don't know if I feel like Biden in charge of investigating. He's communicated with intel, but like I said, he makes a big announcement. That's what I'm feeling. Yeah, I said delays for the election. I thought it was because Donald Trump was challenging it and court cases, but feels like well, now we know why there's going to be delays. Excuse me. All right. What's the energy around Biden-Trump meeting tomorrow? Interesting. Wheel of Fortune. I don't know if Biden's going to let on what he knows. I just heard Biden has an ace up his sleeve. So there's something he may share with Trump. All right, let's take a look. And I do feel like they're talking about something going on in the world too. It doesn't feel like it's all based on the US, but things going, all the instability abroad. Interesting. We have the devil coming in with the Queen of Pentacles, and I don't think Kamala will be there, but there may be some talk, this devil, the plans to steal. But I almost feel like with this Eight of Swords, like it's some kind of trap. He's setting Trump up, doing something to restrict Trump. Kamala is going to be talked about. Queen of Swords is crossing it. Two of Swords. So the at being at a crossroads with Harris, talking about things going on abroad. Four of Pentacles, trying to hold on to security, hold on to power. I don't feel like Trump, like Biden's going to show his hand though. He may hint at a few things to let him know that, he's watching him, but I almost feel like it's a setup, some kind of trap for Trump. You have the Six of Wands, which is the celebration, the parade, the Magician coming in. Magician can be a manipulator, but having all the tools at their disposal. There's some review and analyzing coming in, but then the last card I have is the Ten of Swords here, which is feeling defeated, backstab, betrayed. The Emperor. I feel like Biden's going to come in very firmly. I do feel them talking about some stuff going on in the world. Maybe he hints at it if they're talking about Russia. Maybe some intel that they've gotten. But it feels like it's a setup to me is what I'm picking up. That's what other readers said, trap. Yeah, that Eight of Swords is like, it's something to restrict him. Yeah, I'm not, everybody's talking about the astrology, and I've been watching, been trying not to watch too many readers. I have watched a few, just so that, I'm picking up my own information. It's not coming, I'm not picking up their information, but I've been seeing a lot of people talking about the astrology, and this full moon is big, and then I think like Mercury retrograde, Pluto goes back into Aquarius. I'm not the most knowledgeable in astrology. It's like a foreign language to me, but I've seen a few shows that are really interesting with kind of what's going on. I do feel like it's not just our intel, it's our allies, Julie, absolutely. November 19th. Is that when Pluto leaves Capricorn and enters Aquarius for the final time, Debbie? Somebody asked why Putin was I think they were sharing naked photos of Melania. To me, it feels like it's a power move. It's like to kind of shame and embarrass Trump to let him know that he's the one that's in charge and calling the shots. You know, I did this for you. You're going to play ball, or this is just a tease of what I can expose. Yeah, this Friday's the full moon. Yep. I feel like there's going to be some trickles. Like I said, I feel like that big announcement, it may come in December. I don't know. To me, it feels like it's a power move. Kind of like hazing him, show him who's in charge. All right. That was about it that I had for questions today. What else do you guys want me to look at? I'll answer a few from the chat. Like I said, Susan Lynn will be on tomorrow, which I'm really looking forward to. And Mel should be on this Thursday. Stay tuned. We might have a special guest joining us, which will be fun. But I got to confirm that still. Oh, yeah. Debbie thinks it's a power move. Yeah. That was my first hit. Oh, we can take a look at Alfie Oakes. I'm not really familiar with who he is, but I did hear that was it the IRS, the Department of Defense, and Secret Service went into his home and left with a bunch of stuff. I know he's a big MAGA. See if there's anything with that. Is a raid, did it have anything to do with the election? Let's look at that. Yeah, that's what we're looking at now. What decks am I using? This one was, I think, Wheels of Wheels of the Golden Tarot, I think. I'm probably off with that name. Psychic Oracle or Psychic Tarot. I think it's Psychic Tarot Oracle. The Arcanum deck, Morgan Greer, and the Light Seers deck. Tarot of the Golden Wheel or something like that is this gold deck that I'm using. Yeah, all the alphabets that rated his home. All right, was this raid on Alfie Oakes? Does it have anything to do with the 2024 presidential election? Did the raid on Alfie Oakes' home have anything to do with the presidential election? I feel like there's a connection there, you guys. I don't feel like he was a major player in it, though. I know that there was some other things going on, like owing the IRS money or like loans that he took out. Let's see what the cards say. Ooh, wow. They are looking for communications. Knight of Swords. Yes. I'm getting that it was clearly stuck with the election. You have the Chariot coming in, them coming in quick. The Star, it can be our country. It can be, it could be like satellites too, but I almost feel like quick action for our country. Judgment, there was something that they knew. Two of Wands, that's feeling stuck, conflicted. They were looking for documents, messages, communications. That's what they took. Knight of Swords comes charging in quickly, so we have a lot of quick movement in here. This can be that investigator. Crossed by the Steel, the Seven of Swords, the Devil, his part in the Steel. Yeah, Three of Wands, so that's that collaboration there. Six of Cups, so that can be a feeling of nostalgia, going back to the past. To me, it feels like there's the Six of Swords and the Empress, and I'm not sure if his connections to Russia, but I almost feel like overseas connections and communications too. Five of Cups, loss. Eight of Cups, resignation, walking away. There's something there. They wanted to go in quickly. They were looking for communications, collaborations, the Devil, the Steel. Yeah. We can take a look real quick at that. Is our government shut down? I have a troll impersonating me. In the chat or where, Debbie? Is it on my community board or my comments? Or like on Facebook, Debbie? I'll take a look at it, Debbie. We've had a lot of trolls coming in. Usually, if I comment, you can normally tell if it's me or if it's somebody else. I don't put anything out there about free readings or contact me. But I think when I comment, I think my name is highlighted, like it's, and a lot of times you'll actually see like my picture with a reply too. So yeah, I'm sure there's real hateful things. Thank you, Claire. All right, is there going to be a government shutdown? They kicked the ball to December 20th. It's a fight. I feel like it's going to go through. It is a fight. You have the Knight of Wands coming in with Seven of Wands. They're going to battle over the, is it the budget? There are some burdens with it, though. Seven of Cups. Some people against it, but I feel like there's a lot of shock from this big announcement coming in. But I do have the Ace of Pentacles coming in, which would be funding money going through. So it might be a bit of a challenge, but I think they're going to act upon it is what I'm picking up. Empty house. Oh, is that Violetta's prediction? Yeah, I feel something very similar. Like I said, I'm not seeing Harris in their inauguration day, but also not um, Trump or Vance. That's where it sits right now. Like I said, I almost feel like Biden has to stay in there, and it's a big mess to clean up. All right, we'll do one last question, you guys. What else do we want to read on before we wrap up? Thank you, Lisa. Readings are for entertainment purposes only. Yeah, and it might have to be another election. Always blessed. We can take a look at it. Yeah. Oh, thank you, Kathy. I try. I try to look good. Let's just ask the pendulum this. All right. Are we going to have to hold another presidential election? Is it a do-over from the 2024 election? Show me the true spirit. It's going back and forth to a slight circle, which to me is more leaning towards a yes. It's not super clear, because back and forth to me is like a maybe. The energy's not quite clear with that. Clockwise circle is yes, so it seems like that's probably the most likely, or it's likely that that may have to happen. Yeah, some votes did get tossed out, and they were changed. Like I said, it makes no sense that Democrats did so well at the state level in North Carolina, governor's race. Um, oh, thank you so much, Christine. Appreciate that. Governor's race, lieutenant governor, AG, they all, you know, won with the Democrats there, but then Trump won by so much. I mean, you have some people that will split ticket, but majority of people do not. Yeah, we'll take a look at Donald Trump's health. I will end there. It does not feel good to me. Like I said, even if he were to get in there, I'd be surprised if he made it a year. Oh, did you say, Lisa, that votes were hidden? Yeah. I don't know. It will depend on. I guess it will depend on when Biden makes the decision, because I know that the Senate and Congress, the House, are seated before the president. I don't know. I'm not feeling the best about the House and Senate being changed. Maybe some will be looked into, but it doesn't feel like it's a total sweep. But maybe they have another election sooner. All right, Donald Trump's health. He's very much out of balance. You got all the chakra cards coming out. Yeah, he's not well. You have the third eye chakra, which is the brain, the mental body, crossed by the Four of Swords. This is ill health, needing to take a break, a step back. The throat chakra, it's like a disconnect between the mind and what he says. That's kind of sounds like dementia there, but very tired and ungrounded. Sacral and root chakra coming through. And interestingly enough, you have the Five of Pentacles and the House card too. So this could be a loss for the White House too. Maybe that shock continues with this health. Final outcome, you have the Devil. You know, those bad habits, not taking very good care of himself, that anger kind of bubbling over. There is the Death card, which can be changed, but I don't necessarily love seeing that with the Four of Swords either. Yeah, he's not doing well. I've told you guys, I feel like there's a stroke or heart attack, but there's definitely some dementia there too. Oh yeah, I see. I've been trying not to watch the news, you guys. I've been watching more YouTube than anything else. I can't stand to hear them talk about where Democrats went wrong in the election and how they rebuild and how they go moving forward. And like I said, it's not really resonating to me yet anyways that Trump will get in there. So talking about his cabinet and all of that. That's why I said I'm not going to be putting energy and power and focus into what his administration is going to look like. You know, how do we prepare? I know other readers are doing that if that's what you're looking for, but like I said, it doesn't really resonate as truth to me. So I'm not even going to go there. Why put energy into that? All right. All right, everyone. Well, thank you all so much for being here and for all the love and support. We're going to get through this. We'll get through it together. Like I said, we'll see. I'm feeling like take a step back, give it a little bit of time to see how it unfolds because the energy's still kind of very cloudy when I tap into it. But um, yeah, I don't feel like it's over. Fight's not over yet. Okay. All right, everyone. I'll be on tomorrow night with Susan Lynn, and Mel should be on Thursday night at 8. So there'll be more predictions with those shows. Okay. All right. You all take care. Sending you all a lot of love. All right. Bye bye.